DLo Brown has departed Impact Wrestling, and with that, his role as co-head of talent relations, as well as roles as producer and announcer. And I'm trying to think, would you have been in Smoky Mountain at the same time as DLo, or had you left by then?
No, I knew DLo then. Good. Hey, I love DLo. DLo's a great guy, good in the ring, easy to get along with. He's got a laid back disposition too, and you can laugh, and good guy. Now, why he left Impact, I have no idea. I'm assuming it's a money problem. That's what I'm assuming right off the bat, because he is not one to create any kind of controversy. He's not one to get into arguments, and if it is an argument, you don't call his arguments an argument. You call it a disagreement, because he's always very well spoken. So, and I hate to hear that, he's left Impact, because I thought he was a good agent, and he actually knew the business. So losing him, I think, is losing a good backstage guy.
Yeah, were you? So you must have been there in Smoky Mountain Wrestling when he was part of the Gangsters, then.
I was just leaving, but did he start out with the Gangsters?
I think he was maybe added to the Gangsters afterwards when they found out that New Jack couldn't really work at all and Mustafa barely had any experience, so they brought DLo in as a third.
Yeah, I was I think I met him one time, and I was leaving. I was going to Puerto Rico then. But the one thing about the Gangsters in Smoky Mountain, I don't know how they kept them getting killed, because they were up in West Virginia, Kentucky, the coal mining regions, and their interviews were really, really strong. And they were racially oriented. And those people up there, some of those coal miners, weren't used to hearing that language, not right in their face. And I don't know why the TV stations didn't tell them to tone it down. Because some of their stuff was really, really strong for that time and that era. So,
with DLo, just going back to DLo slightly, was he working? He was working there at Impact TNA when you were there, I think, here and there. But also, in his heyday in the WWF, I think when people go back and watch it, I don't think people realise just how either popular or how good he was at generating antipathy from the audience. I found that quite extraordinary when you go back and watch, and you just think, God, DLo gets such a big crowd reaction.
Oh, they liked him. He was a good heel too. He was good both ways, because he understood the nature of the business. And when you get guys who understand the nature of the business, they go out there and they do it well. Guys who go out there and say, "Oh, I can't lose. I can't do this. I can't do that." You might as well move them over, because they don't understand what they're doing. Great football teams lose every now and then, so you got to accept that. And I've known guys say, "Oh, I can't get beat." I said, "Well, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm going to beat you tonight. If you don't agree to it, no need to even have the match. I'm not doing it." Now, very few times have I run into that. But I have run into prima donnas who would do it, but didn't like to do it. Actually, one time I told a guy, I said, "Hell, I'd have been in better shape if you'd have beat me. I'd have come out with more heat. I didn't have any heat beating you because you didn't care. You just tanked the match." And a lot of guys would go out there and not even try. "Oh yeah, he hit me. I'll go down." I hate that. I mean, I never had a problem putting anybody else over. I didn't care. A lot of times I had more heat when I lost. It's a performance, and we knew it then. We just didn't call it a performance. But that's what it is. And if we're honest with ourselves, yes, it is an artistic performance, but not taken to the levels that some guys take it today. We did it in a totally different way, hopefully a little more believable.